The problem we're going to have is the leaders at one moment won't be the leaders at the end of the lap, even because the handicap has been done correctly. They'll all be arriving at the start-finish line at the same time at the end of the race. But,
so we are underway now. Green flag then for group number 1. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 outfits have set off. You can see the number 84 there of KB and Williams. They're currently, we'll call it as they are on the circuit then. So
that's all we can do, mate.
They're going in towards Coppice now. It looks like KB and Williams there. They are 4th on the road. Right, then we have a 25-second gap back to the number 39. And then number 39 there of Soldier and Van Berkel, the 64, and then the number 100 as well. So the number 100 of Blondeel and Schroen, and they will be in group number 2. So the countdown is on now, 25 seconds, and the green flag shown that so they are underway now. Groups 1 and Group 2 are now both underway. Okay. The number 77 is also out there as well, and that is the Reeves outfit. And there goes the 98 and the 48 as well. So then we have a 15-second gap to wait now back to the 3rd group. And
tell you what, the way the handicap's working at the moment, it looks as though Jan Blav and Adrian Debman have got a huge lead at the moment. Here comes the second group then towards me, and this one is being headed up by the 42 machine of Sean Molson with Flo Lisserman in the chair there, and they've already started to establish that lead in their little group. Now they've gone up the hill as the first group are just making their way around Mansell. Here comes Group 3 then towards me.
Just to interrupt, I think all the sidecars are now out onto the track.
Brilliant, okay.
Looks like a few of the guys didn't make their way out onto the circuit for this handicap race, but everybody is now out on the circuit, and there is the 24th and 54. They're also playing chase now.
Right, they're the ones who are going to be watching. Yeah, they're coming past us with the 46 machine of Andy Nourish and Michael Leaflung, and it is the 24 machine of Tony Thurker and Willem Morales which lead the way in that one. So where are the leaders at the moment, mate?
We've got them going in towards Hall Bends at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
Leaders on the circuit. They'll be heading towards the hairpin. We'll try and pick them up as they come out of barn. And also need to keep an eye on all of the groups, because like you said there, the whole point of the handicap race is that everybody finishes the race, crosses a line in effect at the same time. So we'll see how that works out.
Okay, Group 7 just rounding Gooseneck now as Group 1 are coming onto the start-finish line, aren't they?
They are, yep, number 13 leading the way. So the number 13 of Jonker and Schmalgang, they are leading the way on the road. They did a 2-minute 52.4 on that opening lap, but of course we can't really take into account the lap times as well, because with the effect the race starting and the likes of Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves starting about a minute afterwards, their lap time will show us about 3 minutes something, so we'll try and keep on top of things. But here comes the second group now, and it's the number 42 and 77, but the number 77 of the Reeves pairing now up the inside and move to the front of the group as they go in towards Coppice. But I can see that the first group are already past you.
Yeah, I just saw a great move there by Alan Cavey and Leela Williams, and Leela very pleased with that. She was patting her driver on the shoulder, just kind of leaning into him rather than trying to flatten herself on the floor. Maybe she needs to do some watching of the sidecars, but certainly I think she's very pleased. It was a good move round the outside of Charlie's out here. So very impressive stuff there, and I think they're going to lead the way coming down into the gooseneck on that yellow outfit. Indeed they are. So that's going to work out well for them. Now I'm watching the outfits behind coming past me, and here comes the start of Group 7. That is the 54 machine, followed by the 24 and the 46. So that is my favourites in this race, Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves ahead of Tony Thurkel and William Morales, with Andy Nourish and Michael Leaflang bringing up the rear. But the leaders, I think, are under the bridge at the moment, are they, Bradley? Is that the leading group now?
Absolutely, yeah.
It gets confusing, doesn't it?
Absolutely it does. So the number 13 led across the line, that was Jonker and Schmalgang, but it looks like KB and Williams have made up 2 positions now to put themselves at the front of Group 1 and lead the race on the circuit. So they're already in towards Hall Bends now. Right, I'm looking towards the bottom of the mountain. I can see the 77 of the Reeveses making the way through the left and the right now. But as you said, the one we need to keep an eye on really is the 54 and the 24. That's Quirk and Reeves, Thurkel and Morley. And they are heading towards me there out of the chicane. I can see that Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves, they are leading Group 7 ahead of Thurkel and Morley. There is Nourish and Leaflang just behind them as well. and Nourish and Leafling, I believe they just have a look. They were in Group 6 as well, so Group 7 now in front of Group 6 as the leaders on the circuit come across the line, and it's Cavey and Williams who have a 1.3 second advantage over Yonker and Smallgang. Deadman and Langford now 1.6 seconds behind Yonker and Smallgang, with Blow and Creed. Then it's De Haas and De Haas, my apologies, it's the De Haas pairing of the number 77 who are in 5th position on the circuit. Right, here comes Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves, and they've just moved past the number.
Hand in the air, mate. Got a hand in the air for the 99 machine, the Bears outfit there. Or it's not, it looks like a Bears. I don't think it is a Bears. I actually think it's something else entirely. But either way, unfortunately, Adrian Debman and Teresa Langford are pulling off. It's a Norton Dominator outfit. They're on the grass going halfway up the hill, so they're well out of the way. Down the hill at the gooseneck, and it is still that 84 machine after that great move by Alan Cavey. He's leading the way. I'm just trying to see now. I think they're all between Mansfield and Park Curve pretty much now, so they're certainly getting closer. How many laps left in the race, mate?
Right, so they've done 2 laps, they've got 3 to go, or 2.5 to go now. As you can see, the leader is in towards the chicane now, and it is still Cavey and Williams, the yellow number 84, who lead the way on the circuit, and they've put some distance between themselves and Yonker and Smallgang. And I'm looking now, it looks like Deadman, Langford, Blow and Croyd, number 99, as you said, number 99 retiring, unfortunately. The 28 of Blow and Croyd. They are just being overcome now for track position as the leaders of Cavey and Williams make the way through into the woodland section. Right, I can see Nourish and Leaflang are into the bottom of the mountain now, and it's going to be a difficult place on the circuit to try and make up some positions as well there. Likewise, Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves, as they came across the line last time around, they were a tenth of a second behind Perkins and Nichols. They quickly found their way through, but here comes the leader on the circuit then. It is Cavey and Williams. They did have a 1.3 second advantage over the number 13, but this time around I can see that De Haas now are up into 2nd place on the road. Number 98, that is Gag and Gag. They are up to 3rd position on circuit, but look, we've got a whole gaggle of sidecars coming across the line now.
Everybody's in a very small area of the track there, actually.
Really are, and I can see that, it looks as though it's just about kind of making our way through single file almost. No, I'll tell you what there, there's a left hand off the rail as well for the passenger, not a retirement, but maybe just not quite getting the grab rail on that occasion.
I'm watching them come past me, and again I'm going to give a shout out to that Quirk and Reeves outfit, because I think they're up to, let me see, is that 5th or 6th overall. They've just made another pass at the bottom of the mountain here. Some of these guys are 3 abreast going up the hill here, and I can see the lead outfit there, that one that of Alan Cavey and Leela Williams, probably the first time they've led a race. They'll be absolutely enjoying this, but I think behind them, I think it's going to be all over very shortly now. They're still leading into the gooseneck. We're not the last lap yet, are we?
No, this is
so I think it's going to be all over for sure. Right, so here we go. We've got 5 outfits all coming down the hill. I have no idea which group they will start in, apart from the one at the back of that. So it looks like the 54 machine has now made its way up to 5th place, and that's going to become 4th place as they go around the outside of the chicane, and you're going to see them in 4th place going up towards the mountain. I think everybody in front of them is much slower. Are they going to go from 4th to 1st at the bottom of the mountain there?
Almost. It looks like they've moved up to 2nd position, so Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves are up to 2nd position on the circuit now, after starting around about a minute after the first group. So up the inside, in fact, they have made a challenge as they go in towards Hall Bends. It was the number 54 of Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves who make the move on the 77 of the De Haas pairing as they go in towards Hall Bends. So with 1 lap and just a few corners to go, the group number 7, the number 54 of Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves, they take the lead of the race on circuit. So here they come down from Barn and onto the start-finish straight for the last lap flag, as that's being waved now. There is De Haas, and then the number 98, the Gag pairing, the number 42. Looks like the front bit of bodywork is not quite as straight as what it was at the start of this race, but the number 42 of Motson and Lisserman, they're in 4th position, right, making up 5 positions on 6th place overall. It is Thurkel and Morley. So that is Group 7, leading the way in 1st and 6th position for Thurkel and Morley, and the number 46 of Nourish and Leaflang, they are in 7th position at the moment.
Okay, I don't think Thurkel and Morley are going to quite get on terms with the leaders. I have to say, you almost wonder if the handicap was a lap too early, but nonetheless, it's worked out very well indeed. I'm not surprised to see Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves out the front of this race. They're definitely not going to get beaten as they come around Chris Curb. And now I think the field is as spread out as it was almost at the start of the race, because the back markers are just going up the hill as the leaders come down the hill, basically the other side. We're going to see a few more chops and changes, I think, before the end of the race, but certainly we're not going to see a change of the lead there. The little yellow outfit that led for so long is now in about 9th or 10th place, I think. So unfortunately, your moment of glory is over there for Alan Cavey and Leela Williams. I'm sure they enjoyed their moment in the sunshine as they shuffle their way around. There's still a few changes being made at the bottom of the mountain. Oh, look at that, 3 abreast coming towards you there, Bradley.
Nourish and Leaflang up the inside of 2 outfits as they go in towards the bottom of the mountain. Who said you can't overtake at the bottom of the mountain in a sidecar? Well, no one told them as they make the way past 2 other outfits through the left-hander of the bottom of the mountain. But Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves, they had a 2-second advantage as they came across the line the previous time around. And well, it's going to be even more than that as they come out of barn, and the checkered flag does go out to the number 54 of Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves. 2 victories over the 3 races that they have had this weekend so far. Good stuff there for Danny Quirk and Sharon Reeves. Next up will be the number 77 of the De Haas family pairing. 3rd place is Thurkel and Morley. 4th place is the 98 machine of the Gag family pairing. Nourish and Leaf Lang from the final group. They were in 5th position on the circuit by the time of the checkered flag. Then it's Worthington and Todd, Motson and Lisserman in 6th position. 7th position, the number 42 outfit of Motson and Lisserman, and they take the win in the up to 750 category as well.